Hello and welcome to the second in a series of practice SAT questions here on Wagner Academy. It says this: let the fraction e be defined as c over 11d. So let's write that down as we go. E is defined as, in other words, e equals c over 11d. Okay, where 5c is 2 greater, I'm going to put a little separator there. 5c is equals 2 greater than, so 2 plus 32 times d, which we can write like that, 32d. If the fraction e is equal to 3/5, so there's another little piece of information, e equals 3/5, what is the denominator of e? And so it's defined, remember, as this. Therefore, the denominator of e is going to be whatever 11 times d is, not 5. E is equivalent to 5, but it's not defined, or E is equivalent to 3/5, but it's not defined as that. So we need to figure out basically what's D and then plug it in and figure out what 11 times D is. I'm going to go over here. Since I know E equals 3/5, I can say that this right here, I can replace with 3/5, the E right there, equals C over 11 times D. From there, I could cross multiply. I'm trying to get, basically I'm going to try to solve for D, but I noticed something here when I cross multiply that's going to save me some time. So I could solve for D, I could divide by 33, or I could solve for C, I could divide by 5, but I noticed that I have a 5C right here and a 5C right here. Since 5C equals 33D, I can just replace 5C up here with what it equals, with 33D. So I'm going to plug in the place of 5C in this equation, I'm going to plug in 33D. So now I have 33D equals 2 plus 32D. From there I could subtract 32D from both sides, and voila, I'm left with just D equals 2. So I'm just about done here. I need to know what's 11 times D. So I'm going to plug in D as 2 right into there. I'm going to take this and this, bring them together. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's 11 times D? I'm going to have 11 times 2, which equals 22. Now, if you plug this back in, this 22, or if you plug that in into the equation up here, into the expression up here, 22, and you had C, you solve for C. That's what I meant, plug back in, but plug in the 2. If you plugged in the 2 right here, you'd get 66 on this side. You could solve for C from that to check your answer. You would have 66 over 5 for C, which is 13.2. 13.2 over 22. Does that seem to make sense that that's about 3 over 5? Yeah, that seems like a reasonable answer. So that's just a little extra check. Not something you have to do, but hey, if you got the time on the SAT or any test and you have the time to check your answers, might as well do it and make sure you got it right. But the second one there that we're going through, that one is choice B.